Hello?
Hello. Welcome to Oakmont University Library. Joy Hayden. Can I help?
Charles Reed, private investigator. I apologize for my bluntness, but can I ask you a question?
Mouth?
Yeah.
Punishment. Long story.
Again, sorry for me being so direct, but that can't...
Legal in Oakmont. Local custom.
Huh. I need to see your book catalogs.
Sure. Over there.
And that's it? No.
No. Library public. Knowledge for everyone. Welcome.
Well, that's music to my, eyes. This city doesn't look like it has much need for books, except...
Mr. Throgmorton. Funds.
Really? Huh.
He says people need hope. Can't imagine library without his help.
Bye, Joy.
Don't do that again.
Fresh fish, fresh fish. Just caught.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Wendell sent you to deliver me the books, right?
No. You must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just worried for the fate of these tomes. It's been a week without news from Wendell. Maybe you can help me. I'd reward you, of course.
Why not? What can I do?
Oh, marvelous. Let's get acquainted then. Samuel Hopes, honorary member of Altera Par's book club.
Charles Reed, Private Eye.
Good, good. Listen, we're missing 3 rare books. One was taken for restoration while the other 2 were being studied. I asked Wendell to contact all parties, but he's gone quiet. Here's...
Why are they so valuable?
They're the 3rd, 7th, and 9th tomes written by the humble servant. The collection of all 11 books is our most prized possession. The author's real name is a mystery, but we know that...
Okay, I'm on it. Bye.
Watch us.
Extra, extra.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have...
Fine.
You...
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know,
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
specimen?
Never mind.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont.
Charles Reed, private investigator. Have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside,
Yeah, could you do...
these tests aren't cheap. And the other day, I could get right...
What's up?
Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional.
So, if I do a little pest control...
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause...
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you saw...
The door won't budge. I wonder what would happen if I press this button. So very tempting. What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it. Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded. I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here? I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here? The door won't budge. What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded. Your lab is certified.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us.
Okay.
Yeah. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans.
So, where do you get ricin?
About that. It is. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been...
Crime scene. Someone was...
This is horrible. I need...
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well. On vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the...
I'm working on that.
Well...
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory.
Some secret should stay...
You're not a man of science, are you?
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. His biochemistry studies are second to none. Worthy of a Nobel Prize.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through.
I'll see you later. Can you
Of course.
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
How can you tell if someone...
The symptoms take several days to develop, but over several days, well, it develops.
I'll see you later.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Stop bothering me, newcomer.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
The door won't budge.
Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
door won't budge. The door won't budge. And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. And why keep it around?
I loved you. I always loved you.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here. A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here. This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it. This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you. You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
George, I can't live like this.
I don't care what your damn EOD...
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Easy there. Anna from the fish market asked me to find you. You know her, right?
I should have guessed. I know her much better than you think.
It's not about what she wants. It's about what you did. Poisoning the fish. Sound familiar? Yeah, I can prove you did it.
Hold on. Before you jump to conclusions,
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people?
No, that's exactly the problem. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in... A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisoned.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD.
They're resourceful, those sons of... I tried going to the police. They were no help at all.
What's Ann... Uh-huh.
The EOD... And then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent... Yes. She said it was...
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with...
Where did you...
After Anna left, I had nothing. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Perhaps.
No, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened...
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing... No, this madness has to stop.
Oh, no. You don't understand. Ah!
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
boat is your choice. Choose wisely.
Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I found the poisoner and dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news. Who was it?
Well, see, now that's the interesting part. It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband was a poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now. We serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning. You've done us both a huge favor by relieving him of the burden of his miserable existence. Well done, Charlie.
All right. No more messing around.
Easy there, Charlie. You'll find an Innsmouther there by the name of Maurice.
About time.
Do you want a fishy?
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for Professor Doe. Ain't that right? The scientist the Order.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other.
Well, it's not like I have options.
Believe me, I'll be glad to help you find her. But
Yeah, I figured.
You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that...
I've no...
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But you're a lead on the
I know where they've got her. I can get you there.
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they see...
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD. They didn't...
Actually, most of the EOD... And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to...
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouth, those who fan the flames of hatred.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer. Just no wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organism. Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe.
Your task remains the same. You say we are dealing with an entire organization. Well, now leave.